Hey everybody, Playtendoguy here, and I'm back with another video, and today it's time for another 4K and Blu-ray haul. So there's quite a few titles to get through, so without further ado, let's get into it. Greetings and salutations everybody, hope you're all doing well and keeping safe, and thank you for joining me for another video. And today, as I said in the intro, we are doing another 4K and Blu-ray haul. Over the past week and a bit, picked up some absolutely brilliant 4Ks, some Arrows, and a couple of Blu-rays as well in the sale. So there's quite a few to show you. So without further ado, let's start off with the one that I actually forgot to show in the last video. And it is the 4K Steelbook of Fright Night. Yes, Fright Night. I watched this a couple of years ago. I know everybody is a big fan of this film in the community, but I only really got around to it like a couple of years ago. I picked up the Eureka Blu-ray and gave it a watch, and it was a thoroughly delightful time. Had a great time with it. I thought the cast was great, the tone was perfect, and Chris Sarandon was on fire here. He steals every single scene he's in as Jerry Dandridge. Really enjoyable film. So I was very excited to get this 4K steelbook, but unfortunately it was sold out everywhere. But I did manage to pick it up on eBay, and it was a little bit cheaper. It was about 27 quid, so it wasn't too bad. And it was all brand new, factory sealed and minty fresh. Yeah, I don't know why I said that, but very happy to have it in the collection, and it's this iconic artwork, and it really does pop on the steelbook. You do get loads and loads of special features here. I haven't even mentioned about the transfer yet, and the transfer here is divine. It looks incredible, leaps and bounds over the original Eureka release, and it isn't no surprise because it is a Sony release, and Sony do some absolute killer 4Ks. The transfer here looks impeccable, and on a 4K OLED screen it really does pop, and you do note some wonderful little details, and the comparison between the two is pretty stark. It is up there with one of the best 4K releases of the year in terms of picture quality. So yeah, this is the steelbook itself. Really lovely artwork, I really dig it. And there you go, the back artwork as well. Again, really nice. Though unfortunately, the artwork in the steelbook itself is really disappointing, as it's just plain blue. There's no inside artwork. I find it really lazy that they did that. I mean, it looks nice, the blue artwork, but it would have been nice if they had like the nightclub scene there or something else. Just not a bland, boring blue background. It's a bit lazy. I haven't actually seen that on a steelbook before, let alone a 4K one, so hopefully that's just a one-off. But release does make up for it by having a 3-disc set. Not only do you get the film on 4K, you get the Blu-ray version as well, which is always great to see, and you also do get a bonus disc full of special features, including the You're So Cool Brewster, the story of Fright Night documentary, which I've heard is incredible. There is a cornucopia of special features here. It's a really packed release, and all these ones here are all new to the 4K as well, which is great to see. There's a 35th anniversary script read of it, and various deleted scenes storyboards, and even an introduction by Tom Holland himself. So that is some great stuff. Apparently the second one's coming out on 4K next year, so I'd be pretty interested to pick that one up because I haven't seen that one, and I've heard that's a pretty good sequel as well. But yeah, very happy to have Fright Night in the collection in 4K variety. Another 4K that came out last week, actually it was a bit of a Tim Curry 4K Monday it was last week, with 2 Tim Curry films coming out on 4K. So this one is one that Amy picked up, and I have seen this film before and I really do like it. It's the Rocky Horror Picture Show 50th anniversary. It's strange to think that this film is like well over, about 50 years old now. You wouldn't have thought it. Again, like Fright Night, watched it a couple of years ago and thought it was a blast. The music is catchy, the story is great, the characters are zany, and this film has become so iconic, and to last over 50 years is something truly special. So yeah, the new artwork here is really divine, and I've seen like obviously the other side of the artwork and inner artwork, and again looks brilliant. So cannot wait to check this one out. It's quite surprising that it did get a 4K release because it's from Disney, it's 20th Century Fox, but I guess because it's such a big prevalent film, they do want to release it on 4K. This has actually got a standard 4K release as well, and even a standard Blu-ray re-release as well. So they've really gone full out on it. And there's also a documentary about the film that was released last week as well. So there's quite a lot going on with Rocky Horror. So you get the film on 4K, which is great to see, and you get all new bonus features here, a 50-year trivia video about it, vintage callback tracks, commentary by Richard O'Brien and Patricia Quinn, and there's even like a song selection thing here as well, and you do get a load of Blu-ray bonus features as well. Film's only 90 minutes, completely flies by. It's a blast. Though I have to admit, I enjoy its sequel, Shock Treatment, a little bit more. Now, if Disney could get Shock Treatment on 4K, that'd be pretty cool. But Shock Treatment came out on Arrow, so it might come by Arrow. Here's hoping, fingers crossed. I definitely would pick that one up because that one I really do enjoy. It's a bit of a guilty pleasure. Though, to be fair, I'm not guilty of liking it. It's a blast of a film. So, yeah, that is a Rocky Horror Picture Show, the 50th anniversary 4K Steelbook. And this other one came out on Monday, and it's again another Tim Curry film. And I only watched this recently this year in the summertime. Just watched it on Netflix. Thought, oh, give it a go. Could be fun. We were a bit, don't know, comedy can be a bit hit and miss, but this is one of the most funniest, most enjoyable, just a blast to watch, and it's Clue. And again, Tim Curry here completely steals the show. It is just a movie based on Cluedo with all the characters here that you get from the board game. And there's been a murder, who's done it, and the whole set of it is just a blast through this whole big mansion, how they dart about from one place to another, especially Tim Curry. He is just on fire in this film, and whoever cast him in the lead role as Wordsworth definitely deserves the praise. It is such a blast of a film, so fun, so entertaining, and I really cannot wait to rewatch this. I didn't even know it was actually getting a standard release. I went to H&B the other day after this came, and oh, there was a standard release. Paramount never said so, but I'm very happy to have the Steelbook anyway because it is a brilliant film, and I'm so glad that's got a 4K release. You get a theatrical trailer here, and you also can view the movie with one of three theatrical endings chosen at random, or the home entertainment version with all three endings. We also give you an option to view each ending individually. That's pretty damn cool. I can't remember which one they showed on Netflix. I think they showed everybody. I think it showed one ending and then just played all the other ones afterwards. But I thought I was really creative that they showed all the different endings. I'm very happy to have this in the collection and cannot wait to watch this again. Again, this film is really short. It's only 90 minutes and it completely flies by. There was talks of a remake a few years ago with Ryan Reynolds. I mean, a remake could work, but preferably don't bother. Next up is a film. It's the third film in the trilogy. I watched the first one a couple of weeks ago and I had a complete blast with it. It is actually coming out on 4K very soon, and I'm very tempted to pick it up. That film was a 5 out of 5 film. It slapped so hard. It was a banger. It was great. I had a superb time with that, and I cannot wait to rewatch it again. And we watched its sequel a couple of nights ago, and yeah, it was actually not too bad. It was a very serviceable sequel, very fun, really good practical effects, though its story was a bit weird, and it kind of felt like it tried to be a reboot of the first one, even though it included the villain from the first one and didn't really do note with him. But I enjoyed it nevertheless and thought it was a solid 3.5 out of 5 film. But there was also another one, and that is Reanimator, Beyond Reanimator. So the first one, I really enjoyed Reanimator, 5 out of 5 film. Bride of Reanimator was a 3.5 out of 5. And next up is Beyond Reanimator, which I've yet to see yet. This one came out quite a bit later after the first two. I think the first one was 86 or 87, the second one was 90, and this one's 2003, so it was quite a bit later. So I imagine Jeffrey Combs is looking quite old in this one, but it's also from Brian Yuzna, who did the second one, Bride of Reanimator. He also did Society, and I think he did Return of the Living Dead 3, which was really good, so I'm looking forward to checking this one out. I'm not expecting too much, but it's got a load of special features here as well, so this was in the Arrow sale, so I thought I'd pick it up. though I can't find Bride of Reanimator anywhere, so I'm assuming it's sold out and it's out of print. Maybe a 4K will come with it. I probably might get that on 4K, but I definitely do want to get the first one. So next up is a film that I've never seen before, but Amy's a big fan. She picked this one up. It's a cult films release on Blu-ray of 8.5. Yes, one of the 10 greatest films ever made, says Sight and Sound. Never seen it, so I don't really know nothing too much about it. When I heard 8.5, I said, well, that shoe size. But no, it's a film. It's from Fellini. It's one of the most original and creative minds of the 20th century. So we've had Marcello Mastroianni, who plays Guido, a successful filmmaker who, embarking on his next film, is overcome by director's block and find he has no story to tell. Haven't we all been there? Struggling to find inspiration, he is harassed by his producers, his crew, and his wife, even by his mistress, so he retreats into a fantasy where his muse appears to be embodied by Claudia Cardinale, who sadly passed away very recently. She was also in Once Upon a Time in the West. Fantastic actress she is. And he reveals in dreamy memories of his life and lovers until memories, fantasy, and reality merge into the director's mind and on screen into an astonishing, masterful spectacle, culminating into the electrifying triumph of optimization that becomes 8.5. So yeah, you get interviews with the cast, you get a 50-minute documentary, and a tribute to Fellini. So yeah, very nice. It's 138 minutes. I don't think I've seen many Fellini films, but look forward to checking this one out, especially with the lovely lady who was in Once Upon a Time in the West. Very good actress. So yeah, really intrigued to check out 8.5. And for the final release, I actually went to HMV on Wednesday and they had it in, and it was obviously out nearly a week before it should have come out today. And I thought, ooh, that's a bit weird. I was going to get it there and then, but unfortunately I put like one of those spider tags on it and it was all crushed around the side. Thankfully, when I went back in there a couple of days later, they actually did have a new one in with no spider tags on, and it's in much better condition. So I picked it up, and it's John Carpenter's In the Mouth of Madness. Never seen this film before, but I do know a lot of people really do enjoy it, and they do like kind of say that it's probably one of his final great films. I know the guy in HMV was glazing this up like a Krispy Kreme donut. He was really saying how great it was. Don't really know too much about it. I think it's about a writer called Stutter Crane and stars Sam Neill. But I'll read the synopsis of it. Horror author Sutter Kane, or should I say Stutter Crane, as so anyway, I'll read the synopsis and tell you what it's about. Horror author Stutter Crane is missing as crowds turn violent, waiting for copies of his last book. Kane's publishers and this insurance investigator, John Trent, find him. With Kane's investigator editor, should I say, Linda Stiles, Trent sets off on a search of the elusive author and finds himself trapped in Hobbs End, a town that should only exist within the author's books. As fiction and reality blur, Trent begins to realise between the lines beyond the page, somewhere out there in the dark, something evil is waiting to break through. That is a really cool synopsis, so I'm very excited to check this one out. So yeah, this is our release, as you can expect. It's full of cornucopia special features here. It's 95 minutes, so I'm really looking forward to checking this one out. It's nice to see Arrow doing some more John Carpenter stuff. And you know what, I'll give you a little unboxing of it. So you do get your little slippy cover. I think these are great. I love them on these special editions. So inside you get your hardback case, The Mouth of Madness. Fortunately nothing on the back, which is a bit of a shame, but hey ho. Inside you have some really cool artwork in The Mouth of Madness. Loving that. That is beautiful. That is great. So inside you just get the one disc. Some really creepy stuff on the disc. No art cards either, which is a pain in the ass. I don't know why they're not doing them anymore. Obviously that's the original poster artwork, but I think I'm going to keep with the new one. It's really nice, and it's a little bit different. It's even a little bit different to the slipcover as well, so I'm going to keep that one, I think. But yeah, I don't know why there's no art cards. It's a real shame they ain't doing that anymore. I guess to cut costs, but they put the prices up enough. But hey ho, you do get one of these art cards, and on the back of it is actually In the Mouth of Madness, which is pretty cool. So that actually fits quite well. I don't normally put like the art cards to the corresponding films in the case, but it's pretty nice that it's already done for me there. So inside you do get a poster. So let's have a look, see what we've got. We've got this really nice one. Sutter Kane In the Mouth of Madness. I don't know whether this is a new or an original artwork, but I really like that. And then you've obviously got the front cover of the slipcover 4K, which looks absolutely outstanding. So great stuff there. And then you also do get a cool little booklet here as well from the back there. So what the heck is that? Dear me, it looks like the Predator on a bad day. So anyway, let's have a look to see what you get here. So let's see what you get inside. All your contents are there, so all your different like articles. It's pretty cool, really in depth. Don't really want to look too much in it because I don't want to spoil the film myself because I've never seen it. But oh, is that a clip from Possession there? Looks like it. But yeah, really looking forward to checking this out. Big fan of Sam Neill, as obviously I've only known him from Jurassic Park, but some of his earlier works like Possession and Sleeping Dogs, I think he's a fantastic actor. I think he's got such a brilliant screen presence. So to him starring in a John Carpenter film, sign me up. So very excited to check out In the Mouth of Madness. So yeah, available now. But yeah, that's everything that I've picked up recently over the past week. So for a recap, we have John Carpenter's In the Mouth of Madness on 4K limited edition, Fellini's 8.5, Beyond Reanimator, Clue 4K Steelbook, Rocky Horror 4K Steelbook, and Fright Night 4K Steelbook. So yeah, so thanks ever so much for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. You stay safe, take care, and I'll see you all on the next video. Bye.